Hello, good afternoon. Sage here reporting live from Kalkine Studio. It's lunchtime here in Sydney and time for the Mid-Market Pulse. And in today's show, we'll take a look at the overall Australian share market's performance by the mid-session trade. We'll also explore the biggest winners and losers of the day, such as Fortescue, Champion Iron, Rio Tinto, WiseTech, Afterpay and others. Lastly, we'll focus on stocks such as BHP, Woodside, Bapcor, Pinnacle Investment, Brickworks, American Pacific, Borate, and many more that have grabbed the headlines today. So without further ado, let's get started. And after opening positively in the early morning session, Australian shares continue to trade higher by the afternoon, supported by gains in materials, financials and energy sector stocks. The market sentiment was lifted by gains in the index heavyweights BHP and Woodside, which surged following completion of the mega merger deal yesterday. And the strong rally in the mining stocks such as BHP, Woodside, Fortescue, Rio Tinto, Mineral Resources and Champion Iron also supported the market. And the ASX 200 index rose by 42 points or 0.57% by the mid-session. Earlier today, the benchmark index opened higher, undermining weak global cues and gained as much as 0.7% during the day's trade so far. On the sectoral front, 9 of 11 sectors were trading higher, and the energy sector was the best performer with 2.5% gains, owing to rebounds in crude oil prices. And the materials sector also rose over 2%, tracking a rise in the commodity prices. And among others, financials, utilities, A-REITs and industrials were among the leading gainers. Now, meanwhile, the tech was the worst performing sector with a 3.5% loss. And tracking the overnight losses in the US counterpart, the Nasdaq, the telecom sector was also down 0.8%. Now, in our next segment, let's focus on the top gainers and losers by the mid-session trade. And the best performing stock on the ASX pack was the blue chip miner, Fortescue Metals Group, which traded higher by 8%. The gainers chart was dominated by iron ore mining stocks such as Champion Iron, BHP Group and Rio Tinto. Australian property group Mirvac was also among the top 5 gainers on the ASX. And on the losing side, motor vehicle servicing provider Bapcor topped the chart by falling 8.2% by the mid-session. The other top laggards were software business WiseTech Global, Buy Now Pay Later major Afterpay, and gold miners Silver Lake Resources and Ramelius Resources. Now, on this note, let's move on to the stocks that created a buzz on the ASX today. And shares of BHP Group and Woodside Petroleum traded higher on Tuesday following approvals to develop the Scarborough gas field off Western Australia. While BHP shares gained over 4%, Woodside stock price traded higher by 3.5%. Both companies gave their final nod to spend $12 billion to develop the Scarborough gas field off Western Australia and expand the Pluto liquefied natural gas plant, with the first cargo expected in 2026. The approval on Monday came at the same time that Woodside and BHP signed an agreement to merge BHP's petroleum arm into Woodside to create a global top 10 independent oil and gas producer, as announced back in August. And shares of Bapcor, Asia Pacific's leading provider of vehicle parts, tumbled over 8% after it announced the retirement of its CEO. The company informed its shareholders this morning that Daryl Abatomi, CEO and MD, will retire on the 28th of February 2022. And Abatomi has been with Bapcor for 10 years and will remain available to the company until 30th June 2022 to assist with an orderly transition. And now we've reached the time for a small break. Please stay tuned on Kalkine TV.
Tune in to get the latest information.
Whether it's about market movements or the currency graph,
Sectoral coverage or industry news.
we cover it all on our news segments.
Be on top of the latest news
With Kalkine TV.
Hello, welcome back. Let's move on now to more stocks that created a buzz on the ASX today by the mid-session. And shares of Pinnacle Investment Management entered a trading halt pending an announcement. The asset manager has ventured into the private equity business Through investment in Sydney-based growth fund manager 5V Capital, Pinnacle has acquired convertible redeemable preference shares that would give it a 25% equity stake in private equity firm 5V Capital. The company has agreed a deal to pay as much as 75 million Australian dollars for a 25% stake, investing alongside 5V's founders and principals Adrian McKenzie and Srijan Dangjubek. Shares of American Pacific Borate plunged over 7% after it raised funds via a placement of shares at a discount. The company has completed a placement of 37 million Australian dollars of shares at $2.10 Australian per share to 3 global institutional investors. The shares were issued at 12.5% discount to the last closing price of ABR shares on the 22nd of November. The fund raised will be used to strengthen ABR's balance sheet ahead of the US listing, advance the value engineering program and bankable feasibility study, and construction of the Fort Cady integrated boron facility located in Southern California in the USA. Shares of Brickworks, engaged in property investments and building products business, rose over 1% after it unveiled details of its annual general meeting held today. The company discussed its expected margin pressure within the North American portfolio from various areas such as transport, input cost and labour. The company believes that its annual earnings in North America in the financial year 22 will benefit from prior plant rationalisation and upgrade works. Moreover, sales, marketing and acquisition of IBC would also contribute to earnings in 2022. And thanks for your company on the mid-session report, but that's a wrap for now. Keep watching Kalkine TV for more trending market updates from Australia and around the world. Sage signing off.